Oh yeah, I just came back from the Expendables 2 and as you can see I changed to a much tougher look just to honor this movie. Nah, I was just fed up with my hair. The Expendables Part 1 left me in utter disappointment. The acting, the dialogue, everything just felt like a sloppy mess put together. And you know, I just fucking hated it. Then a few days ago I played the Expendables 2 demo on PlayStation 3 and I hated that too. You can imagine that I went in with some doubt. But was I right to doubt it? Or was this finally the Expendables I was looking for? Let's find out. I'll be back. If you are looking for a great story, just don't. The movie is simply about the Expendables losing one of their own. And then they're out for some sweet retribution on the villain called Villain. Yeah. So don't ever take this movie too serious. That is truly not their goal in this movie. Hey, I just realized why I hated the first one so much. In the first one I had the feeling that they took things a little bit too serious still. And in this one they just go all out and say, you know, screw it. And I'm not kidding, it is so much fun to watch. The action is so over the top that it just becomes hilarious to watch. However, you know, those fight scenes with the technique they use in Hollywood nowadays, that they have the feeling that you really want to be in that action, I don't get. Because if I look back at the old action movies, especially the Jackie Chan flicks, where they have these wide angles where you just can see the whole fight, makes for a much cooler experience. So you can see all those moves they perform. And now you're just missing a lot of things, and it's like they use 1,000 shots to bring an action scene in the picture, and I just don't feel that it's necessary. However, in this one, they do a pretty good job. They really do. The jokes and the one-liners were seriously really funny, because you know how bad they were. There were a few jokes that felt a little bit forced and therefore just didn't work. But you know, I think 90% of them left me either with a big smile on my face or had me just bursted out in laughter. The actors do what you expect them to do, give you some great action and attempts at making you laugh. Saying that, Sly's crew did a phenomenal job. I was surprised by the performance of Liam Hemsworth, the guy who plays Gil in The Hunger Games, where he plays a small part. Yeah, I didn't know he was in this movie, but you know, he did a great job and I liked his character. We also have a lady tagging along called Maggie, played by Nanyo, and she was okay. It was definitely not the highlight. And this brings me to the veterans. Arnold the Terminator is back and he will let you know. He feels a little bit rusty though, but you know, I can't blame him. He's been out of the game for a long time. Bruce Willis gets some more screen time and he does what he does best. Just killing people and gives some witty one-liners. Van Damme is also in this movie playing the villain. Also another reason why I didn't like the first one, because the villain there just didn't seem so threatening. Van Damme does a much better job at it, he really does. Then the man of the hour, Chuck Norris, is in this movie. And this only is already a must-go reason to see this movie. Because it is said that if you don't watch this movie, Chuck Norris will haunt your dreams. Till you do. My only objection about it is that if you put Chuck Norris in your movie, isn't that like a huge spoiler alert? I mean, how can the bad guys even make a slight chance of winning? And how can they ever make a third part now? If you put Chuck Norris in your movie universe, every bad guy will be like, you know, fuck this shit. I'm gonna be a garbage man or some shit. In all seriousness, Chuck Norris' appearance is just freaking hilarious and well done. And you know, the movie shamelessly plays around with all of those characters' images we have about them. And it gives for some extremely funny moments. The overall cinema experience is just really cool. I like the visuals a lot better. I mean, they chose such a better environment to shoot in. There is a moment, however, where the pace slows down a little bit too much, but after that it's just full out action and you're just happy that you were able to catch your breath for a second there. So yeah, it was like a roller coaster ride and it was so much fun. Is it worth it? Definitely. The movie gives such a great, now extremely fun experience. Just remember one thing, to never take it serious. Even in moments when you think you should, don't. You will hear and read this everywhere, and I'm going to say it too. This is how the first one should have been. So go see it. I am Sani, and keep in mind, I'm doing this for myself, but more for you. See you guys next time.